Compass, we back, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Junie. We got
Traveler.
Mark the Tech,
Hey, what's up, guys?
Preacher Parker,
Preach.
and I'm Javi. So today we're gonna be talking a little bit about forecasting, basically with all this crazy stuff what's going on out there, what we think is gonna happen, what we see ourselves doing, and if we've been slowed down by anything. And but before we get into that, actually one of our buddies here has to go visit a family member in Philly.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to go see my dad. I booked a flight like a couple weeks ago, but yeah, man, looks like I'm gonna have to just cancel that. I already did cancel it actually, so I got 90 days to try to come up with another flight, but it's just hard.
The flight, man.
What's
Yeah,
the
just 'cause with everything that's
Well,
going
the
on.
thing is, he had to cancel. He couldn't get a surveillance system in quick
Nah,
enough
yeah,
to. He's like, yo, I gotta.
That's
First thing, when I seen him book that ticket, first thing he was on Amazon looking for a camera system. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Nah.
And he was like, oh, bro, I gotta see what's going on here, you know.
Nah,
Shit,
you
just
ain't do that. You ain't do that, did you? Nah, he ain't do it.
Alright, hey,
I'm straight.
so it is what it is.
Thought
But
about it.
but you know what, traveling's a big deal. Like, you know, there's rules to travel. When you're in a relationship, you know, sometimes we gotta, like me personally, I gotta go on business trips every once in a while by myself.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's not easy for people around me to understand that.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, we got a couple days, can't bring all the kids, can't. It's not for fun. It's work. Like I got to be in a convention for 3-4 days,
Right.
all day. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna come with me, and I don't care if it's in Vegas or LA. You know,
Ooh,
whatever.
said Vegas. See, that's where he messed up.
Yeah, yeah,
You know where
yeah.
he messed up? He said Vegas.
It
You
was
can't
hard.
say Vegas.
No, but that's
Can't
where all
say
the
Vegas.
that's where all
That's
the
the thing. As soon as you
conventions
say
are.
Vegas, they're like, ooh.
So
Something
that
like
that
Cali
had
says
that had me
that.
thinking.
Yeah.
You know, what's the rules for traveling? Like when you're traveling solo, for your spouse or family, like what are the things that have to get done or don't or you can't do? So I don't know if you want to start there. Maybe Mark the Tag.
Mark the Tech, man.
I mean, the rules as far as like like what, like, can you elaborate a little bit better?
Like for me, for instance, is all right, the phone cannot be dead.
Oh, okay,
True,
okay.
true.
You know,
Okay,
like
for example,
gotta be
in
charged,
my
gotta be-
situation, if I go travel by myself or anywhere I go by myself, I gotta have the phone charged 100%.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have the phone 100% charged. You gotta at least call when you get there. Make sure, hey, I got here, baby, I got home,
Yeah.
or I got to wherever I gotta get when I
Right.
travel. But I gotta be connected with her.
Bring some power banks.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
because
no,
I
you
want
can't.
that. I want expected that back. You know.
Yeah.
Same respect.
Or same
I would
respect.
get a
So I
hold-
gotta go
hold
that
of
way.
it.
It could be awkward if you don't, pick up that phone or
And they don't pick
send
up.
that text.
and you gotta be
Yeah.
ready
It
for
was landed like an hour ago. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah.
you gotta be
that's
ready
true.
for that video chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
And then,
shoot.
and it's crazy because the craziest things happen when you travel. But best believe at that moment, none of that stuff better happen.
Yeah.
You know, and it's.
But all right, but that's different though. That's you going out traveling. Well, let's say your lady wanted to go travel by herself, and you got the kids. You feel what I'm saying? You
Well, why would I?
I heard about a grillete, house arrest. You
Yeah.
know, beep,
Yeah.
beep,
You know what I'm
grillete. I
saying?
put one of my girls like,
Say,
"Bap!"
okay, so say
Go,
What?
I track you.
What?
say
No, just playing.
say it's vice versa.
Right.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
I'm not like that.
Like,
Like to me, I feel like
Same.
yo, that's a break for me too. And you know, if you out doing a business trip or whatever it is, then that's
No, I expect my girl to at least call me or make sure that she got there safe. I don't care. Just let me know you got to your flight, you got to your destination. Let me know when you get there. You know, it makes me feel like I give her that, she gives me that back, and that's how we ride.
yeah.
I feel like that's the default right there. They should do that. If you don't do that, then there's no respect for your partner because
Yeah,
You're right about that.
they
You
care
gotta have
for you.
respect
and you
for
should
each
care for
other.
them.
So what if she hit you up like, oh, the girls are the girls we doing a convention, they're gonna go to the spot, have a couple of drinks. There's gonna be a couple of celebrities there, and I don't know when it's gonna
Wow,
finish.
wow.
You
Yeah,
know, maybe,
I'm blessed in that
Wow.
situation.
But-
My girl don't go out like that.
maybe
Yeah.
you're gonna be sleeping because it's 3 hours behind, and so don't wait up for me.
Don't wait up, yo. If anybody ever say don't wait up for me, yo, for real.
And then you wake up, she texts you so crazy that you fell asleep, and you see like
Some crazy
all that
shit.
crazy stuff.
Yo,
Well, I already know Mark be like, it's over it.
Yeah.
I'll be pissed off. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
see me coming
Yeah.
here for the
Try to figure it out.
taco
Well, that's,
phone.
Get to the bottom of it,
But matter of fact, we even skipped. I didn't even get to finish when we traveling.
Yeah.
Another rule is you gotta act like you ain't have fun.
Actually, we didn't have fun.
You have to act like you did not have fun. Like me,
Oh, okay.
I've had
Wow.
blast,
Yeah.
not doing nothing wrong, but I was like, yo, like, but I'm not gonna tell her I did that.
Yeah.
You know, nah, you're just around.
It was hard. It was hard.
I couldn't wait to. I couldn't wait to get back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you know,
Yo, okay, I see what you're saying though. On the real,
rules,
I see
because
what
you
you're
know,
saying.
if you're like, yo, I had so much fun. I had so much fun, but I was like, but why? You don't be having fun when you're here. Like you come home from work and you're tired. Like how you just there and I'm talking about you slept 3 hours.
So you met a couple of buddies, you know, y'all was, you know, having a good time.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say.
Nah,
No,
yeah, that's
I don't have to hide nothing to my
You
girl.
know?
I tell her, hey, I
You
had
don't
a good
take it out.
time, and you just, you snooze, you lose, baby.
I don't believe
You
that.
snooze, you
I don't
lose.
believe Judy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He ain't going that
Nah,
route.
100%.
I said, I want the truth.
100%.
I want the truth.
I believe Junie will act hard in the beginning,
Look what I'm
and
eating.
then
Look at this lobster.
and she be like, look, I'm out. Fuck that shit. I'm tired of your bullshit.
I'll be like,
Wow.
delete. Okay, no, I didn't have fun.
No, I was miserable.
Yeah, so that's crazy, man.
Don't post no pictures. I like that.
Don't post no pics.
No.
You post a pic in the hotel by yourself watching the TV.
They already know the location. Right away.
So you can't be in your
What?
hotel. It's your business hotel. You know, that's your business hotel. You
Yeah,
can't
but-
post a pic.
All right, yeah. Post a pic at the hotel you in. You know,
Yeah,
post
you
a pic
should.
at the room you in by yourself.
I just got some,
video call yourself like this
I
in the
just
room.
got
I'm
some
loving my
food.
life.
I just got some room service. You know, I got some lobster here.
Room service.
Wow.
You know what? You got some room service.
Oh,
man.
okay, you can't. That's
No,
rules.
man.
It's okay now. I
There's
know.
Corona going on. You can't get no room
You
service.
gotta
I
know
don't
the
know.
rules.
It's
Yo.
I don't know. When I'm going, I don't even check on the kids or nothing. They're like, oh, daddy, I miss you. Yeah, I'll talk to you later, son.
You don't check on the kids?
I'll talk to you later. I see them every day, man. It's you know, when you're there every day, it's not the same, man. Like you miss them a little bit, but you're like,
You got your
man,
space.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This kid right here,
You
asking
got
me
for it, though.
asking me for V-Bucks and all this
Get
crazy
outta here.
stuff.
Yeah, no.
But but how has this COVID changed what you guys do for fun? Because I know traveling for me has stopped. In the summers, I like
Yeah,
to do a couple
on the
things.
real.
I haven't been able to do anything, which is cool because you know at this time with the way the economy is, we're doing okay. But maybe I shouldn't be spending.
You know what?
money,
You know what? The way I look at it is, I think the Lord. Hold on, wait a second. I think the Lord for 2019 on the real bag. That was y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
alright,
got
cool.
loud and clear.
For 2019, because I traveled a lot that year with my girl. Man, I'm talking about every other week we was at the beach, having a good time at the beach, partying. Not partying like crazy, but having our
Having a
own
good
personal
time.
moments.
Living your best life.
Traveling, going to other areas. We went to Savannah, Georgia. You know what I mean? We had a great time. Then we go to that was Tennessee last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, we went to
Well, Tennessee
a couple
last year
times.
too, man. So there was a lot going on, and then all of a sudden COVID-19 hit you over here in 2020. I want to go to the beach. Beaches are closed. I want to go to a bar late night. You can't drink no alcohol. I think COVID messed up my good travel time. That's how I feel about it personally.
Yeah.
What you say?
Oh, wow. That's
Well,
true.
So what
Yes, sir.
what is it that you do for fun now? Like
Stay at home and play Scrabble,
Scrabble.
Uno, and play
Oh
video
no!
games.
Oh no!
You know what I mean? And we socialize. Go to events and just play some cards or something. Because
Yeah,
now,
playing close friends.
I mean, I feel in one way it's kind of good because it kept us closer to family.
Yeah,
You feel what
yeah.
I'm saying?
That's where I was gonna
Instead
come
of so
to.
much just going out, just doing, departing from everybody, we actually got closer. I think for most people, got
Yeah,
closer. to their families
me.
and
I
their
used to
loved ones.
we used to go with my family. I used to go to the movie theaters. The movie theaters.
Entertainment.
And go ahead, fix it up.
I'm good now. I'm good.
I used to go to movie theaters, and now I do at home. I do movie nights with the kids on the weekends, and like I could travel. I could take the RV anywhere I want. So beginning of coronavirus, I was in Tennessee. But good thing is, I could take Uno. I could take my cards. I could play inside the house. I didn't came out for
Exactly.
nothing at all. I was in the house. We just look at the scenery, look at the sun.
That's what I'm
You gotta
talking
go in the
about.
campsite, you chill there, you relax, and you go back home. You do the same thing at home.
time.
I think it brought me more closer to my kids because I was always going out. Oh, let's go to movies. Let's go to Disney. Let's go to Universal. And now it's not. There's no Universal. There's no Disney.
Yo.
Now
No,
it's
back open though.
at mobile home with the kids. You
No,
know.
Yeah,
Legoland's open.
Yeah, Legoland's open, but it's
Yeah,
just like you can't risk it. I'm
You
not
can't
that type
risk
of
it,
person.
man.
I
You
can't risk it.
man.
I wouldn't go to Legoland for free.
Not for free.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yo,
no
man.
offense.
How you think Legoland's gonna feel right now?
I'm sorry. I don't
Sorry
mean to
about
talk
that.
bad
That's
about
about
it.
being real.
That's
That's
just-
real.
It's about being real.
fine.
I ain't never been to Legoland. I never.
Yeah,
Check
check
it
it
out,
out. Check it
curiosity.
out. Check it out.
It's cool for kids, you know, little kids.
No, I won't go. I won't spend my money there. I agree with
So
Javi there.
then, that's funny. So what about you, Mark?
Yeah.
How has like the
I mean, I
The
can't
co-
go to the movies anymore. You know, I used to go to the movies, so that was
You
one
did,
of my
man, you at the movies a
things.
lot.
Yeah, I like movies. I'm a movie buff.
What about Mike the
Yeah.
Tag? You do some, you know, the fire stick.
The fire sticks, yeah. Fire sticks are cool. You know, we like those. Yeah.
Watch movies on
Oh,
those.
I bet he does.
But, you know, I don't know, but yeah, I mean,
Fire down.
I'm pretty much a stay-at-home person anyway, so it's kind of,
Right.
you know, kind of not really too affected by it. I usually get my food, order it, you know, take it back home. Just I'm kind of,
You don't
my home is my
go
sanctuary.
to the beaches. Or you didn't really go to the beaches.
Yeah,
that much,
I mean, we go to the beaches and stuff, more like family type stuff. I
Right,
mean, I know we went to
right.
Daytona recently,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
so I
what I
mean,
love.
still doing, you know, what we can do, you know, when we can figure out time to do it.
That's crazy. So now that we at home more often,
Uh-huh.
we're not eating out as much. Now you notice, like me, I notice I'm eating dinner a lot more at home, which I like it. It's
Yeah.
cool. And you know, sometimes there's issues with dinner, and today's society, how do we figure out those problems, man? Like back in the day, growing up, my grandfather got home, my uncle got home, and the food was ready,
Right.
and it was got served, and then things changed. Like right now, at my house, you know, I eat, it's dinner there, it's cool. There's always enough, but we got an issue where if I just eat one plate, like I eat one, damn, bang. Oh. But if I just eat one plate, it's a problem because there's so much extra.
Right.
If you really like it,
Mhm.
there's more to why didn't you
You should
get
eat the
2,
whole
3 plates?
bucket.
And
Hey, man, she want to make sure you finish whatever
yeah,
she
yeah,
cooked,
yeah.
basically.
So then sometimes I catch myself overeating, just like
Yeah.
nah, you know what? That should, matter of fact, that was banging. Bring me another plate. Bring me a big plate though. I don't even know why I do the extra
Yeah.
stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm there like
You hoping
forcing
she
down.
won't bring you a break plate. I hope.
I'm over there like, I didn't even want this
sure,
today.
man?
I didn't even want this today. I just she always doing that extra stuff.
You know,
So
wow. I feel for you though.
yeah.
I mean, I don't feel for you that way.
Well,
My
the
food
food-
is good.
Yeah, the food's always not. The food's always good.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes like I don't know. I'm a basic dude, man. Sometimes I get home like, yo, I just want rice and beans and some chicken.
I feel what you're saying.
Yeah,
I feel what you're
that's-
And
saying.
then she's like, no, you're gonna get rice and beans and chicken and this and that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna mix it and
Gotta
I'm gonna
have
do it
three
my
meals.
style.
Wow.
I'm like,
That's
you
love,
could've-
though.
Yeah.
That's
It
love,
is,
though,
it
right?
is,
Yeah.
but it's like, yo, you could have just did what I wanted you to do. So
True,
then, and
true.
then, so how do we handle that? Like, cause you can't just tell your people it's like,
So you basically
yo.
say you can't tell your girl slow down. What she
Well,
wants,
I'm
the love that
asking.
she wants to
I'm
give you with
asking.
the food. that-
No,
you know
I
what I'm
could,
saying?
I could say slow down, but then they take offense to it.
Yeah,
Because
that's true,
then,
that's true.
because the thing is, they see how my mom is. See, my mom is the same way. I'm
Mhm.
good eating. She expects me to eat all of it, and
And
automatically comes up with the.
But is
with the,
that
oh.
Yeah.
not to take this out of top, content, but is it kosher though? You know what I mean?
It
Where-
is, and
I
then
feel
they
like
get
when I go to
offended.
special houses, they want to make sure you eat.
They
make
get
sure-
offended if you
Yeah.
don't take it. Like my mom, be like, oh, you made me cook all this and stuff. I was like, Ma, you didn't even know I was coming.
Yeah.
So how you?
Why you acting like you disconvenient?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, I
Well,
didn't
yeah.
even. I surprised you
Yeah,
uh,
guys.
I just can't.
But
That's why I thought it was cultural because with my girl's family, when I went to California out here in Haines City, they cook food and they cook good food, and then they're like, have more. I'm like, I'm good. You sure?
My mom was like that.
You sure
Have
they
more,
said
have
again,
more.
like, have
Comiste
more,
ya,
have more. It's
comiste.
like-
Your mom, I don't want no mom.
I'm not upset with it because I enjoy
Yeah.
eating, but at the same
Yeah.
time, like, man, if I'm full, I'm full.
yeah, and
man.
then
I'm
y'all
good.
mad because my shirt fit tight. You know, it's like, come on, man.
Shit.
So
You gotta work out after you eat.
Yeah.
Right then and there.
Nah, but you just so tired, like, I think I'm gonna go to bed and shit.
Got the itis over
You
here.
can't even think about working out after you know.
So how's it at your crib? Do they get offended or?
No,
or
I mean, my girl triple checks me respectfully, but she be like, "Oh, I made you this," and I eat it, and then she be like, "Do you like it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I like it." She's like, "How's the rice?" It's good. How the chicken taste? I'm like, "Oh, the chicken's delicious." I see you ain't eating that part right now. Cause I eat my food weird like
Yeah.
that, I like to eat it in different kind of sections and stuff.
Yeah.
That's just how I eat. And then you see me eat, I just like,
Yeah.
I look
It'll
around the
take
plate,
forever.
I
You
take
be the
forever.
last one to eat.
I'll make a
Last one to
whole
finish.
plate, full plate, take an hour to eat that thing.
Yeah.
But you be all like, man, I'm stuffed. I'm like, man, I'm looking for a second plate after that.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just weird. It's a weird appetite I got. I just eat all day.
Yeah.
Thank
But you
the
take
Lord.
the time, that's
But
good.
you know
though.
what I'm saying? My girl loves to cook, but she critiques herself. So if I tell her something's wrong, she will automatically
and
change the way
and,
she
and you
cooks.
comfortable? Like you guys are comfortable telling your lady, like, man, I ain't feeling this way.
It's something bad. I won't say it's bad. I just like, you know.
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with telling
Straight up, you want straight up
You got it.
say?
I'm
You want
straight up,
say?
yeah.
Oh,
And
man.
this, situation just happened not long ago with the food.
Right,
I could come and say about that. She come and ask me like your girl. She go, hey, papi, how's the tostone? I ate tostone, rice, and chuleta that day. I remember.
Right.
And you
He's
always eat
good. Look at
guineo.
him.
He's always eating guineo too.
No, my eat that plátano. And she said, oh, how's the rice? I'm like, the rice is good, mommy. The rice is good. The tostone is good. She said, how's the chuleta? I said, baby, the chuleta's salty.
Oh shoot!
Straight
Straight like that. Wait.
like that.
Like I went to the
Come on,
beach.
Jude. You said it straight like
Straight
that.
like that. So baby,
straight- wow.
you know
I'm
why?
not gonna do that.
Because
Some
people like it salty,
me and
though.
my girl, we got a communication. Me and my girl, we got a
Yeah.
communication,
Okay,
and I'd
okay.
rather tell her straight up because she's working on her cooking.
Right.
So if I don't tell her what's going on, she ain't gonna fix
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
So I want my relationship and my dinner how it is. So if I want it how it is, I must tell her straight up how I want it. And it's no offense because her and me, we got that boundary, that respect.
Right,
that
right.
same thing that anything that she doesn't like about me, she should tell
I
me.
should tell you.
And we work with that communication a lot because in my previous relationship, forget about it. It was bad.
Yeah, it's bad. See, I see. So,
Bad
but
stuff.
because of all the relationships we had in the past, it's way
It
better
have
now.
changed.
It's
Now,
way
now
easier
when I
to-
first came into this, it was just better, to be straight up with each other. If
True,
I don't like
true.
something about you, I'll be straight up because I don't want to misfire in here.
No,
you know.
straight up. That's how it's gotta be sometimes. Truth hurts.
Well, you stronger than me because I take that shit to the chin. I'm like,
No.
Oh,
I
no,
don't
I'm not
even
gonna
say-
force myself.
I just
I'm
feel-
not gonna
you know
force
what-
myself.
you know what-
I'm like,
How
I
you
go
on the
ahead and
side,
I'll be
his
like,
face on the
hey,
side of the
I throw
table,
it right in
like-
the garbage.
You know
If I
what
have
it
to.
is?
You gotta be straight up
Is that
sometimes.
I
The trash can.
I said,
That's
baby, I'm sorry, but
I see the effort that was
we'll
put
buy
in.
out. We'll buy it out
So in
today.
my mind, I'm like, there's no way I could just.
Next time she put no.
Yeah, that's true, though. She put-
No,
You know,
no, she
'cause
says,
I-
oh, baby,
you
next
got-
time I put less. I said, okay,
Yeah.
baby.
Well, he got a
But
point
she's
though.
working on it now,
You
and
go
I love
and
that
put your
about
own
her
too.
when she
You-
tries.
Right,
To make it perfect.
But Javi does
I
got a
put
point
balls
though.
out.
If you watch your girl cook in the kitchen for an hour and a half, pitting it down,
3 course.
Pitch that
Smile.
work.
Hey,
Smile and
they
happy.
looking at you like this.
Took
Like,
the food in front of you,
Yeah.
and
They
then
gonna
you
love
gonna
it.
like something. You gonna automatically just crush her dreams with just right then and there.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
this
The
man,
thing-
it's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, you
yeah.
guys
Yeah.
are hey,
Yeah.
you guys a team. You guys a team. You guys a team. You
But,
gotta really let her know.
I
I
can
don't
see
know.
Because you can't live a lie.
I
You can't live
can-
a lie. You're gonna force your food for real?
Hey,
No.
yeah,
Are you gonna
you
fake
gotta-
that?
You gotta do that.
You're
for
gonna
the
fake
people.
your relationship?
What you have done?
I can't do that.
What you have done?
I can't do
You gotta
that.
say it that way.
I need my girl to be
I
on
don't
my
think Mark
on
would
my
do this.
team, on my
Nah,
goal.
tell
I
my
can't
girl,
fake it
I'll
no
be
more.
like, you know
I used to
what?
do that with my ex. I used to fake
Alright.
it, and it'd be like, you know what? It didn't work out. Didn't work out. So now it's just time to change.
Yo, that's ballsy.
Yeah,
man.
but don't if you
That's
say
ballsy.
that.
Hey,
the
you know
next
what?
day you gotta
When you don't
hot
got
pocket
nothing,
shit.
hey, you gotta. When you've been
Yo.
through a lot, you gotta do it.
I respect your bravery. I say that right now, bro.
So I got a funny story too.
Go
ahead, go ahead, go
Okay,
ahead.
so I don't know if you guys ever get this. Okay, so let's say your girl makes something for you,
Right.
and then you just want to modify it just a little bit. Maybe
Oh,
you like,
no.
you
Like,
like,
Hey,
everyone's
put it
gonna
with
eat
this,
this.
put it with that.
Yeah.
So let's say you like, yo, I want to throw bread on it. I want to make it turn into a sandwich. I want to make it, whatever I feel like,
Yeah,
twist
yeah,
it up.
Yeah, you want to cut
And
the
then
hot
they get
pocket in
mad
half.
at you for that. Basically, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, it's not good enough. You got to do this.
Wow.
So you guys like,
That-
I don't know. Does
For
that
me,
ever happen?
for me,
All the time.
I don't
Okay.
know.
I'm like, damn, it would have been me on that more opposite. I like my
Yeah.
stuff a little plain because they always
Yeah,
try to
so
mix
you
it
taking
up.
stuff
Oh,
off.
I put that lime and like,
Okay.
yeah, I like it regular.
Okay.
I
Gotcha.
think maybe a couple of years ago I would take sometime my wife made something that didn't have enough season because she was trying to be safe.
Yeah.
I would add a couple of garlic sauce, some underpowered. I would be
Yeah.
turmeric, I would
Mm.
chop, hot sauce on side. Bam. I was like, ooh, boy, want to eat good right now.
you know what I do? You know what I do with my girl? I go ahead and when I see her cooking and I'm in the house, I go
Right.
help her. And I'll try to teach her, hey, un poquito así, un poquito, because the thing, if she's got to see how I put it too,
Okay,
because
okay,
we try
okay.
to help each other. Because next time I don't want to too salty, mommy, I'm getting old.
Salty.
Yeah.
You know, that
Little
correcto.
pinch of sugar.
Like, just a sprinkle.
I don't know.
Yeah, oh my God, I go cook for
You're
her.
brave as
Nah,
heck. I don't know if I can do
forget
that.
about
I don't know if I can do that. But hour and a half of cooking, I don't know if I can go and
I-
say,
I-
and trust your dreams right there. I'll wait till after I eat some of the meal to be like, yo, I'm just not full. I'm sure I'm probably full from what I ate earlier. I'll make up something before I go. That jump was salty. Hell, bro, you know, you
Bro,
need to work
yeah,
on that.
I
Go
go-
back.
gotta-
Go
I
back
can't
in the
even lie.
kitchen.
I
You
go
gotta
for
take
it.
it.
Yeah.
I go
fucking
for it.
lie. I lie.
I know
I know the kids are gonna tell her, yo.
Yo, kids ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
though.
mommy,
Kids ain't
daddy
gonna lie
cooks
to
better
you.
or something, you know?
You got a point there. Kids ain't gonna lie to you. They're gonna tell you straight up. That's
So then they're gonna look at you and then you're gonna be like, what is it? And they'll be like,
Nah, I
you
don't
ain't
know if y'all can relate.
You already know you lying.
You ever been around your parents when they were younger? I know when I was a kid, I was younger. One day, my dad and my mom was in the kitchen. It was in Georgia, and they both was making bread. My dad likes to make a sweet kind of bread, and Mom likes to make her little special homemade bread. They was in competition. They said whoever wins, that's who wins. The kids, so it's me and my brothers. We ate my mom's biscuit. Good, tastes delicious. You know what I mean? No problem. But then we touched our dad's, and it was this like sweet butter, honey, this, to this, and we killed it. So my mom said, so who's better? And the way she looks at you, like, who's better? And I'm like,
Mom.
I was like,
Yo, Mom, you ain't doing this to me now.
They wrong for that.
I said dad, because I was like, y'all being honest.
okay.
And she was like, for real? He's like, I told you.
At least you were honest.
But no, me and my brothers all said him.
Yeah.
She said, could you put all that, book?
Yeah, but that's why you said she kicked his ass out.
Yo.
Yeah, right?
Kicked his ass out real quick. Nah, but not for cooking, but.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because, man, I be doing the extra, man. I noticed that. I be like, yo, damn, honey. I take a picture. I'm like, ain't nobody eating better than me tonight. I send it to everybody. Look. I know. Fucking.
I do that a lot, too.
Yo,
I'm cooking tonight.
My boy over here eating Hot Pockets and shit tonight. I get a fucking 5-course meal. My mom ain't got nothing on you. I'm telling my mom I don't want to eat her food no more. Yeah.
Yeah, the worst thing is if it don't taste good, you just made all that junk up.
But when it, because the thing is, man, when it ruins the whole evening, man. Because one time I was like, she's like, oh, I can tell you don't like it. I was like, nah, it ain't that I don't like it. It's I told you I ain't want it tonight. I told you I wanted tacos. But you did that. I wasn't ready. I was coming home thinking tacos because I said I texted to you. I said, hun, tacos tonight.
Yeah.
Come home and it's like some beef spaghetti.
That's something I don't like. When you just gotta tell me before, hey, I'm gonna cook this.
So then I'm a little upset, and then
they make you whatever they want.
Then you make it worse because
they can make you whatever they want. You're like,
then I was like, it's not that I don't like it. I wasn't looking forward to it. I thought something else was happening. I set myself up for the plan. It didn't happen, and you didn't put the Snapples in the fridge or whatever, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
hell, y'all wilding right now.
No, because then when I'm ready out of there, I'm like, I might as well just do it all.
Yeah.
But then they take it the extra mile. Oh, fuck it. You know what? I throw all this shit out and I won't cook no more. Matter of fact, I don't need a pan.
Yo, if they do that, that's that.
I don't need a pan or nothing.
No, I get mad if you waste food.
Matter of fact, when you get off
again.
of work tomorrow, go straight to your mom's house.
Yeah.
We ain't cooking. So then that's why I try to avoid because it's like it wasn't all that.
It wasn't. You should have taken that personal.
Like, and I asked you to let me know to give me the schedule in advance.
What I do with my girl is the day before.
That way I prepare myself.
The day before, we plan what we're gonna do for dinner. The day after, and we defrost it.
Okay.
We take it out of the refrigerator. Okay. We put it out already. We know what we're gonna cook that day.
That's good.
And we know what I want from that day. She asked me, Papi, what you want? You know. So that's the best way to do it. That's the way I do it, man. Because now we'll have that same drama I used to have.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. When you don't have that dinner you want right there.
And it's you had a long hard day. You thought about it. You was like, damn. I'm not even gonna eat all day.
I just imagine how we getting sentimental, not getting women.
Yo, baby,
he go to his room. I'm going to bed.
Say what I
Forget
want.
about this. I'm going to bed.
Nah, I don't say it. I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'll just get a Pop-Tart later or something. I don't know. And I don't want to really get into that too much more because it's just
going
for me. It's going downhill right now. Right now, it could get just bad.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking, this is another important thing. You got your boy. Is there a fall guy? Like, is this a real thing that us guys have?
Wow.
And because some people had asked me, they was like, is that a real thing? And I can't speak for everyone, but definitely for me, there used to be, there's always going to be.
Damn.
And it's just
you say it like that
because it just makes it easier. Like, first of all, we don't have that much of a situation right now.
Right.
But if I pass the blame on to him, you're no longer mad at me. You're mad at him.
Yeah.
And that's cool. With me, that's fine because
it's that buffer for you. So
yeah, it's like when I was younger, my boy Eric Bosworth, he was also my partner in business. Right. My brother, straight up, even to this day. No matter what happened, hey, you gonna have to eat that. Hey, you left this. Not. Like, yo,
he said eat that, then it said it got to dark for a second. There's a pause moment. I got nervous.
Back in the day, I used to get caught up all the time.
Right.
Eating what?
No. I'm saying with situations like say like my chick found a phone in the car or whatever. I'm like,
Right.
oh, that's E's phone.
Yeah.
He left it.
He's that go-to.
He left it. Oh,
Yeah.
what's the code? I don't know. It's his
Yeah, I couldn't
phone.
be that guy. I couldn't be that guy.
Well, the thing is, I knew she already borderline hated him already because he
So you
used
just
to.
added to the.
Because she, but the
Added
thing is,
blame.
she did that
She was just
herself.
lying out there.
She did that herself because she already said I hate him because he's always trying to break us up. Because we got together super young. We were like 16 and 17, had the baby at 18.
All right. Sure.
So I didn't experience that going single, which I wish I never did.
So you always had your wingman.
Yeah, that was my boy.
Yeah,
So
you
then,
got
Your
that
wingman.
but him,
Your wingman.
he was
you know?
he was a little bit
That
younger.
sidekick.
So
Yeah,
to him, he was like, "Bro,
sidekick.
we're 18 years old. We're supposed to have fun and get drunk
Yeah.
and chill with chicks. I got a kid at home. I'm not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But me being young, I was out there doing that. And then, so like I said, I used to always blame stuff on him. So she hated him. So anything that I did she didn't like, I was like, oh, yeah, that motherfucker. So,
Wow.
but I let him know, so he was always ready. Like, hey, just so you know, you left that phone in my car. Don't do that shit no more. That's why I can't hang out with you, because you're stupid. So I would have to call him in front of him and her and be like, yo, don't do that stuff no more, man. You messing up my relationship.
Yeah,
Alright?
yeah.
That's a real loyal homie,
Yeah.
because man, I don't know. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
man, what the hell you talking
Nah,
about?
and I ain't gonna lie, yo, he had good energy about it. He was like, yeah, no problem, sorry.
I got you,
Yeah.
dude.
You know,
That's
you
what
know,
true friends, you know,
but
that's what
you-
true friends do.
but
Yeah, that is what true friends
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
fucking real.
you know, so that,
Sometimes you
so,
gotta take a sacrifice for the team.
Yep.
so and it's just
Well, what's the
just
team? What's the partner getting to this?
For the team, you know, for your,
Friendship?
for your friend's relationship.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got me out, cause
sometimes they gotta let you throw
because
yourself
then
under
you
the
could
bus.
you could
Wow.
use me as the
Sometimes you
fall
gotta-
guy, cause
Yeah.
it's
Just
my
like your boy came to you, you know, you at work or whatever. He's like, yo, I left this in your car, this and that. You know, what are you gonna do?
All right, that's
What are you
different.
gonna say?
Well, I think just as far as relationship goes, I can't have no side. I don't know.
No, it's just you know.
I can't have
if your
that
friend
for
asks
you.
you,
It's
if your
me.
friend
Yeah,
asks
my
you,
friend needs me to do that.
Yeah, but it doesn't
it's
necessarily
not gonna
mean
hurt
that-
you or your relationship.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean.
fine.
That's fine.
It doesn't
That's
necessarily
different.
mean
Yeah,
that you're cheating. It's just a fall guy. Like when something ain't right, you late or whatever.
Okay, I
He's
see
there
what you're
to.
saying.
He's
Like
there to back
maybe
you
like
up.
like us
Ah,
back
I
in the
see
day,
what
we
you're
used to
saying,
play
yeah.
Madden. Yo, be at the store for till 2:00 in the morning. I can't explain.
I always had.
How?
I was Mark's wingman.
Yeah.
Anytime that Mike had an issue with the car or I had an issue with my car, he's there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Anything it happens, boom, he's there. He's always been there for everything, you know.
Yeah.
And
Real
as a
stuff.
bro,
Help each other out.
he's my wingman, honestly. You know.
Super. Power.
No,
No,
that's not how you normally
Power
say.
Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
No, I was kidding. But yeah, man, you know.
It's a fusion.
But yeah, so like I said, so there's to me that's necessary in a relationship. In case something goes wrong, hey, that's the dude
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
you
yeah.
blame,
Yeah.
and that way.
So I guess I'm gonna blame you.
Blame me, okay.
Yo,
You-
man.
you-
Somebody
well,
gotta take the fall.
But the
Mine
thing is,
taking
the
the
thing
fall
is,
for
the
me
thing
going
is,
on.
there's rules to that. You have to do that to someone you know they already don't like, because you can't do that to someone they do like, because now they're a bad
But
influence.
what
too.
about that the only friend you have?
Because then you tarnish your,
You know, you're gonna have to.
person.
You're
You
gonna have to
can't-
throw
but you
somebody
can't do
down.
it
That's
because
your wingman.
Then every time you're out with him, this is a little bit of knowledge, even though
Yeah,
it's
that's
common.
true. That's
Yo,
true.
we started to speak some real facts right here.
It's more common knowledge than
And I think I
dark
like
stuff.
this idea. You should listen to that
Yeah,
one.
I'm listening.
Because,
I think we're all like-
Go for it.
Well, now you made me forget what I'm saying.
Oh man.
But
Yeah,
no, but the thing is that
Heck no.
if the person is good, you don't want to tarnish that, because then every time you're hanging out with them, they're gonna remember that. And you're like, why are you hanging out with him if
Yeah.
you talking about he do this and that
He's the
and
only
that?
boy, and look at what
that.
he's doing. Yeah.
That's how you get caught up in your
Or
real.
like say you hang out, you went to the casino, you lost a couple bucks. You be like, oh, I had to let Junie borrow it.
Yeah, and for example,
She'll remember. You forgot you said that, and she'll be like, yo, Junie's still gonna pay you back. What
and
the
for
fuck
example,
on?
you want to do a birthday party, you want to do something. Now you can't take your best friend there because
Yeah.
you're ready to.
That's why you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
You gotta decide
Yeah.
who is gonna be.
Who gonna take that fall?
Who's gonna
Yeah,
be
what's
the sacrifice friend? So it gotta be someone second or third in the line. It can't be your direct best friend.
Best friend.
It
Gotta
has-
be like you gotta have.
It actually
a
has.
homie
It
of a
actually.
homie.
You gotta have a left
Exactly.
wing.
It has to
Not
be
only the
one
right
of your.
wing. The
It
left
has to
wing
be
too.
your right hand man's one of his friends.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then like,
Man,
yo,
that's cold though.
yo,
Now he treated. No,
Yeah.
that's my boy.
You going down,
You're my
dog.
boy.
That's a lot of work.
You gonna be my third wing,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, it is what it is. But at least I'm good at it, man. There's some people that they not good at it. That they're like, yo, you remember this? Huh? Nah. Is your wife, your lady there? What? You just got caught again? I told you don't be texting that girl. There's some people like that. I feel you gotta say that. You get that. If you get a weird call from your friends and they're like, yo, you remember that? Just go with it.
Go with the
Just
flow.
go with
Go
it.
with the
I
flow.
remember Kevin Hart had a story like this. It was pretty good.
Is it? I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm sure it was. And then, but anyways.
Yo, that's I don't know. That's wild.
Yeah, man.
But
Well, I know you guys don't. I don't either. for as of right now.
I don't
But-
have really much friends, so I don't really like
Yeah,
too
me
many
neither.
people and stuff. Hey, I do my stuff, go to work.
I haven't done
relax.
anything in a minute, but
Yeah.
there is a fall guy. Like,
Yeah,
in case something
pretty
pops
sure
off,
everyone
I'm like,
got-
yo, you know what?
Even the girls, they got their fall girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
Chandra, you know, once got her nails done. You know,
Right,
you
right.
know,
Got your nails done, huh?
probably, you know, chilling with back
No.
to Bobby or something.
Y'all look like $30
Yeah.
worth of work right there, baby. No. I'm just saying.
So,
Just saying, I'm like,
so I guess you know that's a little bit of knowledge for some people, man.
right, right.
Cause they go on, they don't know what to say, they don't know that shit I do. Just blend the right hand man, and then that way you don't have to answer questions right then and there. Get that little heat off you for that second.
Oh, that's true.
Like, oh, word, oh, okay, okay.
Like,
I'ma
he
ch-
offer you,
and
think
then they'll
about
tell,
it.
and then they'll tell
and
you,
then you
all
know
right,
what to
well, I'm
say.
gonna check him when I see
Yeah.
him. I'm gonna check him because he shouldn't be even telling you that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, all right, you know what? I ain't even cool. I ain't even gonna be cool with him no more like that. Cause you're right. He's a bad influence. And but that way you get time to get your stuff together. And I'm not saying that people are doing stuff wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like there's people like me out there where I could literally forget what I'm doing, this and that, and it might not sound good to you at the time. Might not even sound believable. There's times where like the truth, you won't even believe the truth.
Yo,
if I
No,
told
that's
you.
real.
No, that's
real
the
right there.
realest
That's
thing
real.
right there.
And,
Said right there.
yo,
That's
and that
really
happens
true.
to me all the time because it's like I'll forget, and I was having fun, and I don't watch the clock, and it's like, yo, I can't explain how I got home at
Yeah,
5.
because you're a whole visual liar,
I
son.
can't
Yeah.
because the truth, me
Yeah.
trying to remake the truth is a lie, and then you know how women do. They remember everything.
They
you
start reading
said.
your body
That's why I
language.
would-
2 weeks
and stuff.
later, and then they come back and be like, yo, so you said
Women
this.
store that memory like a memory card. They
Yeah.
hold it right up in the back of
Nah.
their
Oh,
head.
give me a
They
second.
say-
Give me a second.
Hey, hold up.
Yeah, you start remembering
Download.
everything.
Yeah.
The moment you mess up, I got
Yeah.
this. And that just comes out. Like a
Yeah, I'm
match.
like, so why you doing? And then I don't know.
That's why
I got my
You
guilty.
gotta be so careful, man.
I don't know timestamps. Like I don't, you know,
Yo,
I don't.
man, you
yeah,
gotta-
I'm not gonna tell you a certain time if I don't remember.
So
I'm
you
not
don't
gonna-
remember what happened
Yeah,
last
I'm not
night,
gonna
though?
say
You
I was
don't
there at
remember what
9.
happened?
I don't know.
Nah, I
I
don't
was
know.
out.
I-
Hey, this is what time I
I
came
was
home.
drinking a lot that much.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I always tell
I
on
was drinking a
myself.
lot that much, man. I don't remember nothing.
Yeah.
I always tell on myself, man. I be just saying, my telltale sign is when I'm getting interrogated, I hit him with like, oh, but why you doing this?
Like,
Why-
for real though? We gonna
Like
stop
what?
this?
Like what are we gonna get out of this? Then after I say it, I know I messed up.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
she knows that I'm wrong. They
She
know.
knows.
She knows I know.
They
She
know.
knows.
She knows I know.
She
They
knows
know. And now for the next 4 or 5 days, I gotta watch how. I gotta make sure I don't
React,
flinch.
interact.
When I'm on the phone, I gotta make but
Yeah.
that's life, man. And
Yeah.
the best thing
And you
to
see her shadow.
the best thing
behind
to do is be as honest as possible. And when it comes to your lady cooking and stuff like that, I guess they say it's best to be honest. I say make
Yo,
her.
man.
I say make her happy, eat that shit.
I say
and-
75-25.
I said be honest.
75
100% be
25.
honest.
Yeah.
25 lies.
But-
It's like you want to be treated the
I mean, you
same.
gotta be sweet. with
Nah,
it. You
nah,
can't just be
nah.
Nah,
like,
you want them to be honest. You want them to be honest.
Nah,
You
nah,
want
nah.
to
It
trust
was
their
great.
dreams and their
Yeah.
hearts and their hard-earned work, man. You gotta-
Cause
you
what
gotta-
if you got an off day and then
Now what about you coming out with a
Thank
button
you.
shirt and your belly's coming out, all your hairy chest is coming out?
No,
and
I'll tell you what.
You want your girl to be honest to be, hey,
I
Bobby,
tell
you
you what,
look, you look like crap.
no, I
Let me
want
tell you
something else.
I want her to be like,
I want her
damn.
to let you go like that. And
I want
be an
honestly,
embarrassment.
I want her to be like, damn, you looking fly there. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, for real. What if
But what about her shirt showing,
But
you
what if
know?
Shit.
What if she came
But
out
Don't say
with
that.
a-
Button it for me.
What if she came out with some lingerie, a nice ass outfit? She cooked you a fire ass meal. She pinned it down for you. She looking banging. You like, man, I can't wait till I'm finished.
Okay,
the
that's a-
spoon.
that's a
And
different-
then hold
that's a
up.
different
All of a sudden you
situation.
taste it. The judge tastes bad. Did you tell her it's bad? You like,
No, I'm not gonna tell him that
I'm
because
trying
I'm
to
gonna get
this right now.
some.
I'm gonna eat this.
I'm
food.
gonna get some that
I'm gonna eat
day.
this food.
I'm getting some. You said I'm gonna get some.
You see what I'm
I can't be honest there. I gotta be like, baby, I'll be honest after.
We keep it
You
PG.
can't-
after
We
I
keep
get
it PG
something.
at the crib.
Then I
We keep
sit her
it PG
down.
at
I
the
say,
crib.
baby, dinner
Too many
today,
kids.
baby. I love sex. I love everything, but dinner was kind of, rough. But other than that, I had a good night, mama. That's the way you gotta approach it.
Nah, the best
And
way.
you still
Would
being
you-
honest.
would you-
I'm
You still being honest.
I'm sticking to my.
And you still got
You
some.
be an artist after you did it.
But you still got some.
You
I'm always gonna be
But
honest
still, it's your
with
girl.
food, you know?
It's your girl,
That's
you
just
know?
the way we are.
No, I'm saying if she had
At
that
home.
lingerie, you wouldn't say that.
Bro,
No, I
Andre,
mean,
I won't. I'll get something. I'll say it after.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh.
still getting something, man.
Well, now that I've been thinking, is the best way to do it
Make text my
is
girl, put
don't
some
say
laundry.
anything. Don't say anything. And if her cooking was bad, you watch her eat her food. and you see what the hell she do, and if she don't eat none of it, you be like, what
Yo,
happened?
yo.
No, she have.
Yeah.
She have. And
And
she has
so-
said, babe, I don't like this. This is nasty.
Oh,
and
okay.
That's
she
fine.
have.
But you could have saved yourself.
And I
you
have-
let her save
Let
it.
her
And
save
I have
it.
felt bad.
I
I have felt bad my own self. But the thing is, we have worked with each other so far again, like that we've been getting used to it. Remember, we just started like that. I'm not taking what I took from my relationship from the past and I brought it here.
I feel what you're saying, though. I feel
You
what you're
gotta really, you can't do that. You gotta change. You can't be the same man. If not, you keep,
So,
you keep.
bet on that.
Yeah.
Bet on that, man. No.
Yeah, I've had it before too. When my girl was like, "Yo, I don't really like it, but I'm over here just tearing it up."
Yo.
Damn, babe, it's good. She's like, "Nah, it's a little this or that." You know,
If she
it tastes
could,
good,
if
I
she
like it.
criticized the food and you didn't agree with it, that's
That's
almost
a
like
plus.
that's almost a
Oh,
plus.
wow.
Like, you
Yeah.
like,
Double. That's
Feel what I'm
all.
saying?
What was that day? You know, what day was that you didn't like the food?
multiple times. Bro.
Whoa, multiple times.
Well, multiple
Well,
times.
you
Not
know-
that she didn't like it, but that I,
You know, well,
said that I liked
you know,
it.
some people tough on themselves
Take some
because they
cooking
got
class.
high expectations.
You was
so they
cooking?
feel-
You were cooking?
No, I wasn't cooking.
Oh, okay. Well, your girl was cooking?
Yeah, my girl was cooking.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Walk
So
over there and
tell-
kill that bitch.
get her a book.
Get her a
I'm
book
gonna
for
get her
what?
one of my books. You could link it to her. Well, my
For
girl,
what?
my girl.
knows how to cook. She's Salvadorian and Mexican.
Oh, she knows how to cook now.
She cooks pretty damn good too.
Okay, okay,
Woo!
okay.
So,
okay.
so,
Good. She's learning
Speak
now
that
with a
junk.
cooking book.
Yeah, she does.
So,
that.
Speak that truth, Mark. No,
Woo!
no.
Talking about that, before we gotta get into the bread and butter real quick. Now there's that competition of like, does your girl cook better than your mom's? And what you say.
Yo,
And she be like,
yo.
my mom say that all the
I
time. She
haven't
like,
found a girl
she
that
like,
cook
oh,
better
she don't
than
cook
my
like
mom so
this.
far.
And I be like, yeah.
That's a hard one because of the fact is, I don't know. I ate my mom's food when I was younger, so everything my mom cooked was banging. And now that I haven't had my mom's cooking in almost like 10 something years,
Wow.
you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, my girl throw it down, so I'm
Yeah.
good. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
that's
So
a little
I'm-
Yeah,
My mom
that's so
still
long
throws
ago.
down, so I could eat my mom's food regardless, and
Right.
still my mom cooked banging better than
Yeah.
all my wives.
Damn.
All the wives I had, but the other lady that I really know that cooks good, my grandma.
Yo,
From
granny's
that
always
side.
cook good, don't
Yeah.
they?
But my dad's side,
Girl, always
you know,
great, you know?
Granny's be throwing it down.
Yeah, that's all authentic.
I don't know. I got a bone to pick with my mom, man.
Yeah.
She throw it down. Mark, she cook for Mark. She cooks all the
Yeah.
time for
Yeah,
us.
she-
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you
Yeah.
something. I love my mom to death. She always been there. I can't say nothing too bad about me.
Yeah.
But God damn it. When we were young, she tried to hit me with the mayonnaise and butter sandwiches all the time.
Oh, man.
No chip tonight. You know, she take the butter and fold it in half. And
For real?
That's it.
here's
That's
3 of
it.
them right
Mayonesa.
there. Here's a cup of milk.
Yeah.
Yo, what? Yo.
And
I never had one of those.
No, the worst thing.
and then my mom be critiquing.
Yeah.
She's like,
My mom-
oh, she ain't, what you getting at home? Fucking ego my nego.
I always had arroz blanco, habichuela, bistec.
As I got
always
older,
had
my
that.
mom started cooking
Always.
more
Yeah.
after I already left the crib.
The only
So,
thing I didn't like my mom cooking was like beef liver. I couldn't stand
But the thing, your mom
I
didn't
hate
have,
beef liver.
your mom
I
didn't
hate
have a man
beef
in the
liver.
house all the
I hate
time,
beef
right?
liver, man. Huh?
So that's what she wasn't cooking a lot. But in my situation, my mom and my dad, they've been married for 40
yeah,
years.
no, so
Right.
it's different.
And my mom always had a plate for my dad. So for
Yeah.
us, when my dad ate, we ate.
Exactly.
So we felt like kings. So I always felt like in my relationship, I never felt like, you know, I got used to looks like in my mom, the way I got raised. In my relationship, I never felt like that position, the way of that food, that
Okay,
you know.
Yeah, I hear you what you're saying.
So that happened in my situation.
Would you marry your mom throw down, Mark?
My
Yeah,
turn?
mom.
Yeah, she throws down.
That's
It's
what I'm
pretty
talking
good.
about.
Yeah, it's pretty
And I
good.
know about that. She throws
Yeah,
down.
it's been a long
I ate
time.
that before.
Like I said, it's more like, hey, it's, you know, but yeah, I mean, she throws down.
Mami
Gotcha,
cook some
gotcha,
good arroz con
The
gandules.
worst thing to do is have a mom that can't cook. I don't know. That's like.
Yeah.
Not only that, he
It
got
hap-
stepdad that cooks
it
banging
happens,
too.
it happens.
That
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah, most
yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Okay,
those
okay.
sound pretty good.
That is good. It's like a
Yeah.
teamwork. They're made for each
Yeah.
other.
Yo, they made to cook.
They're made to cook.
When they come by
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, you guys are invited. You know,
Oh,
well, from now,
Not
but
to do it like that,
when they
Mark.
throw down, it's good.
So, hey, so let's get into some forecasting, man.
All right, man.
With
Real
this
talk.
with this crazy time that's going on, man, nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow.
So,
What y'all think is gonna happen? Like, what do you see happening
That's 6 months.
that maybe people are trying to avoid, or what? 6 months, couple of days, maybe this year. You know, as far as it could be anything. Like me, I've been stressing the economy. I'm like, you know, for our situation, we stay pretty busy.
Right.
You know, it's just
We're essential.
it's just the rest of the world. Yeah, it's like the rest of the world.
I think
It's like
everyone's back at-
you got people that are not working. using up their credit cards,
Yo,
running high debt.
damn.
So in my mind, I'm like, how much longer could this go on?
And that's where I come from. The next storm is coming.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
how I feel. There's another storm
There's
coming.
another
Yeah.
storm coming.
And that's what the another storm of coronavirus is coming. And everybody's using, like you said, credit cards, all their savings.
Yeah.
Damn,
And
that's
the
right.
crazy thing is that I can remember even when things were good, everybody was living week by week by week by week.
Right.
Yep.
So it's like
Right.
now what when unemployment runs out or this,
So if next storm comes,
so
your money's out.
So it's like the Great Depression times two.
it could
It could
happen,
be.
but I think something beautiful can happen out of it too. Because I notice a lot of people. What I think is gonna happen is you're gonna see a lot of minorities start building up their communities.
I like that.
And,
I like that.
and I see that because now people are more conscious of like where I spend my money at. You know,
Yes,
like me
yes.
personally, you know, not trying to be racist or anything, but if I find a little Puerto Rican bakery nearby, I've been eating breakfast every day.
Okay.
And you know, my
Okay.
friend got a restaurant close by. I would go there,
Hey.
and I just say, hey, I'm eating my money there. I'm not like a while ago. I tried to stop eating fast food, even though I ate Burger King a couple minutes before the show. I was starving. I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
But
King comes everywhere.
I've been going out of my way to try not to, because I
You
know
should
those
try it,
people
bro.
that get in my money, they don't appreciate it. It's not in the community. But anyways, so I see a lot of people that were working regular jobs that now they turned into hustlers.
Woo.
They're I'm trying to start this. I'm trying to start that. I'm doing this. I'm doing the clothing line. Starting my own business. The job got me messed up. I ain't even
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
That's
So
cool.
I see that. So I can see that in the long run.
So what you saying they're turning their misfortunes into fortunes?
Some,
Yeah.
and some people don't realize it yet.
A couple people started waking up
Yeah.
with this coronavirus.
No, and it's true
situation.
because this job still making money, and they just decided they were looking for a reason to get rid of you,
Yo.
and they did.
Yeah.
Like nothing.
So those
Yeah.
companies, you know, we try not to support it. It's hard not supporting Amazon and Walmart. You just can't avoid it at this moment. But I definitely see the communities growing within and supporting. I've been
Each
seeing a
other,
lot
yeah,
more of that. Like
yeah.
us,
It's good that people
Small
are,
businesses.
like you're saying, like that. Small businesses, people
Small
trying to get their
businesses.
own work because even I heard about American Airlines about to cut 40% of their employees. You know what I mean? Delta, 30%. So there's a lot of people about to lose their jobs right now. They're telling me by October, November because this COVID thing might not end. And plus, they're not making profit like they used to. You know what I mean? And
Everything's
a lot of these
down.
companies don't
A lot
make
of
profits.
businesses
They got to
down.
start cutting hours. They got to start cutting people. They got to start cutting people from the top down, bottoms up, however they do it. You know what I mean? That's just how it's going to be. That's how I feel it's going to happen in the next couple of months if this wave
That's
does
what,
hit us
next
hard as well.
wave is what, like 5-6 months? Well,
easy.
winter?
Winter.
Winter
Winter
is more
time.
like-
It's going to be a cold
That-
winter.
a cold
And I ain't
winter.
talking about the
Right.
weather. You know
Right.
what I'm
See what
saying?
happens, you know?
That's the real. That's
And
how
that's what
scary
we,
it is,
that's
you
a
know?
scary moment.
That's a scary
That's what we
thought.
gotta be thinking.
And I'm thinking about the food shortage. I'm thinking about that because they've been talking about that.
I've been going to McDonald's, Burger King, and some places they don't got grilled chickens anymore.
No.
You
Yeah,
know,
a lot of things.
with
Food
all that they've
shortage.
been cutting
A
down
lot
and
of
all
farms
that.
have shut down.
You know,
right
imagine
now.
in 6-7 more months when that other storm comes. You know what's gonna happen next year?
Oh,
What's gonna happen in
imagine
2021?
if truckers just quit. I'm
and
just
then,
saying.
and then
Yeah.
the thing is, we rely so much on China for food, for
Yo.
products,
Yep.
and our relationship. You know, I'm not. You know, I don't know. We can't get too deep into it, but our relationships with China is getting messed up.
Yo.
And just in the last few months, getting like us, we're in the cell phone industry, getting parts, getting stuff like that
That's
in
forever.
has nearly went up 30%, and 30% is a lot
Dented
because
the economy,
we're a
dented
volume
a lot.
business, and
Wow,
so
wow.
it's affecting. So then think about it. A lot of food, like get a thing of apple juice, and you'll see the apple juice concentrate most of the time is coming from China.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know that.
Meat,
Wow,
produce,
that's crazy.
anything. A lot of that
I would
stuff's
think
coming.
Washington, you know? no, you know.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think,
Oh,
but no.
wait,
most
wait,
of
wait
it
a
is
minute.
China.
Wait a minute.
And then, so I think the
Right.
future, it could be really bad if we're not ready to
We ain't
to
ready
cut
for a
from
real
China
attack.
yet, you know. And then
We in debt, man. We in debt. We in debt. The country is in debt. The world's in debt right now. The COVID is going crazy. Aliens are dropping on our heads. I'm not going crazy. I'm just saying. But there's a lot. That's how much is going on right now. And that's why usually you talk about you forecasting or basically predicting the future with all the stuff they're exposing right now. There's so much truth going on right now. I don't know. I think it's an awakening. Like I think you were saying
Awakening up,
earlier.
yeah.
Awakening of your mind. Awakening of going out there for your goals, for your dreams. But at the same time. Suppose we do get UFO attacks. Suppose we do go through that blackout they're talking about, or national major weather disaster happens, or whatever's going on right now. And then, of course, politics play into that part too. We wait for the
Playing
to be
to
the next
everything,
president.
everything.
You know, I mean, there's a lot going on that's gonna happen in 2020. We only halfway there. I'm
Only
just
halfway
saying,
there.
only halfway there.
Only
Think about how
halfway.
2020 been so far.
We're
It's
going
been
through
a,
all
it's been a
these
funky
storms.
ass year,
Yeah.
man.
It's been
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. I'm sorry, I had to throw that out there.
Oh, rest in peace, everybody
Yeah,
that has been
everybody
COVID-19.
that died,
Yeah.
man. All these COVID-19. Oh man,
It's been
that's a lot
hard,
of deaths.
hard.
That's
Think about
the-
that right now.
That's the
There's a
main
lot of deaths right now.
Did in the last episode I talked about what happened to that lady that they said had COVID?
thing.
Did I talk about COVID?
I don't think you talked
about our neighbor?
I don't think you
I'm gonna
talked
tell y'all
about-
something crazy, man.
I don't.
Oh shit.
I got people mad at me.
But
They were super mad at me. We got this couple that they're in our building, and my mom was like, "Hey, the girl got COVID and she died."
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, I just seen her. There's no way she died. And then they're like, "Yo, don't say stuff like that." And I'm like, you know what? I think he's trying to get out the lease. So he said it because guess what? That's the way to get out of it.
Yeah.
right.
So everybody's like, why would you say that? How could you say that? That could be your mother, this. And I'm like, listen, no offense. I swear I seen her after y'all told me that. And
Can it be a
If
spirit
my-
or something like that?
I don't know.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
so,
I mean, wow.
so I'm trying to
I even said like, yo, don't play
You'd be
like that.
surprised.
Yeah,
Like, I was
people,
like,
yeah,
yo, you
yeah.
crazy,
People were like, "Yo,
bro.
how can you say that? You mad
I'm like,
disrespectful."
There's no way, bro.
And
He
I'm
said
like,
she
and I'm
was
like,
dead.
listen. The guy and the girl, they wanted before this happened. They were telling me about them. They wanted to leave so bad. So I'm like, that's feasible. So then my mom was like, no, don't. I want to. You're my son. Don't say stuff like that. I raised you better than that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, listen, ma, she was fine yesterday. You text them the next day, she dead. We didn't know nothing. Like, come on, be serious. If my wife died or my mom died, someone I really love died, and someone's texting me the next day about them,
That would get very emotional.
I'm never gonna talk to you. Sorry,
I
I'm
get
not.
emotional.
I gotta get over this. The phone's the last thing I'm working on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it bugged me because I'm like, damn, am I an animal? Or because my radar, my senses were just like, something's not right. So how about this? 2 days, like maybe 2 days ago, I walk in the shop. It wasn't 2 days ago. It was last Thursday. I remember it was my day off. I walk in. I see the lady there. I'm like,
Yo,
The
what?
lady, like the lady.
the lady. I'm like, hey. She's like, yeah, I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I was just, my husband thought he was texting about his friend.
Oh.
And then
damn.
I'm like,
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
I'm like, you don't accidentally do that.
Yeah.
And
You're not renewing your lease again, right? You're not renewing. Your
they
lease?
left. They left.
Well, you're not renewing. Oh, they left.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
good.
they left. And then
What? Wait, what?
so
What's
then
happening here?
so then she's trying to tell me that
What's going on
it was
with
an
the head?
accident. So I'm like, but you told my mom that, you told the landlord that, and you told our neighbor that. How you
It's not like you told only
you
one
accidentally
person.
told 3 people. And she's like, yeah, I'm like, well, papi, I'll see you later. And so they came because they sold all the equipment. They came. So then I had to go back. I ain't gonna lie, I was petty. I told everybody that was talking shit to me, I said, hey man, you don't believe this stuff. That lady who was mad at me about, she alive. Like I told you. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that
Yo,
up.
that does feel good a little bit. Didn't I tell your ass? Nah, y'all want to be out there.
How can you play like that?
Yo, I'm
She's here right here
Because
with
the
me.
optics,
right here.
like
I'm
right
getting
here.
selfish with them right now. What's up? No.
because you know when you hear stuff, sometimes you could tell like, all right, it ain't
added up.
Yeah.
I ain't a
It don't click.
detective, but it ain't adding up.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so, I don't know.
Yeah.
Man. But
I thought you was gonna tell me she really died. I was like,
Yeah, me
oh.
too. I was trying to
That
tell you,
nigga's
she
cold.
probably
How
blows
you
and stuff.
heartless for
Damn.
that? How
You saw her
Yo, she
again.
really died, dog, man.
no, because I swore I seen her after that. I'm like, I was like,
I thought I seen her too, but I was like,
They're making you look
I
crazy.
know,
They'll
you
make
see
you
it
look
too?
crazy.
Oh, that
She
must be
thinks
tripping.
and stuff.
yeah.
And she was,
So then people just super sensitive. Like that's one thing I noticed with what's going on now. Like people are overly sensitive.
yeah, that's true.
And but anyways, man. So definitely.
Yo, say that again.
What?
Overly sensitive.
Overly
man.
sensitive.
Yeah, say that again.
I feel there's certain stuff that
people
you
are
should be on the.
sensitive right now in 2020. No, every day,
They start getting butthurt real quick.
real quick. Like,
Real quick.
Well,
real
now,
quick
now
about
that
everything.
the thing is, once you're angry, once you've been asleep for so long, and you wake up and you're like, "This is real.
Wow.
This is real."
That's
Like
real.
that horrible thing that I could never believe was real.
It's
It's
real.
real, and it gets like that because man,
Yeah.
I went through a stage where when I started reading about Taino's history and stuff like that, it upset me. It
Right.
hurt me
Right.
because I know a lot of people don't know about the Tainos, but they were Indians in the Caribbean.
Mm.
Puerto Rico, yeah.
That when they came in, they were in Cuba, Dominican Republic, all that, and basically 95% of our population died within 3 years.
Woo, what the freak?
And
man?
these are people that are bloodline to Puerto Ricans and stuff like that.
Wow.
And it upset me to understand that these people came in, killed us off, basically try to enslave us.
Use
The
us like
reason they
slaves.
couldn't
Use us
enslave
like
us,
slaves.
they virtually they tried to do that, but because
They have an
our immune
agreement.
system was different than theirs, we got sick and we basically died off. That's what happened. And then so I got angry and I'm like, damn, they really did this to us. So then I started like hating my culture because I'm like, we speak Spanish and we say this and that, but the Spanish people are the ones that did this to us.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And then we're
Wow.
like, oh, you're not Puerto Rican if you don't speak Spanish. So it hurts you because you're like, damn, my whole life, this is the
truth.
this was like what we were supposed to. This was us, but those people forced us to be that, forced us to be Christians. And I'm not saying Christian's fake because Christianity or religion, because it's definitely real to, you know, maybe it wasn't real to them because
Right.
there's certain things in the word that maybe they couldn't see that it empowered us.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, so then I got angry. Then I even got angrier because I started about Spanish-American War, how we got with the United States and stuff like that.
right.
And then I'm like, yo, we got culture washed twice. Our first thing, we don't know nothing about ancestry. We don't know nothing about a regular language.
Hey.
And not only that, is that now Spanish is our thing, and we're losing that.
We're losing
We're
our
losing
roots.
that.
We're losing, yeah.
That's true.
We're virtually seasoned
Yeah.
white people. Now, no offense to white people, I like them,
Yeah.
but
But
now
but
there's
it
less.
affects you as a
It's
culture too.
we're
because-
forcing us to.
Wow, man.
they're forcing. We're losing it, and then the next 2 generations that come by, that's Puerto Rican is not even going to be a thing anymore.
No, man.
That should
And
make it,
it-
they're
and
gonna
it-
probably,
and then so it angers
make it a
me.
state or something.
So
That's why history
yeah.
is important
It
to keep
is.
and to understand your culture, your background,
and-
any way you can.
And one thing, if you're Puerto Rican, same thing, you know, from the transatlantic slave trade, is that there's what they told us, there's the truth,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And I'm not calling nobody liar, I'm not calling them, but guess what? You erased the truth. You know what I mean? So whatever the truth was that you didn't want me to know, I'm
Yeah.
upset about it. And it could have been nothing, but guess what? Whatever you were doing, you were washing my culture
Yeah.
away.
Exactly.
And you know, hey, and then people, you know, when I talk about it to people, they're like, "Yo, listen, bro, that happened hundreds of years ago. Why would you butthurt about?"
White being
And I'm like, you know what?
And for me, that go with
You
every
know what?
culture.
Because
for me, that go every culture.
Because it went generational, and then you broke our families,
Yep.
similar to the, you know,
to the blacks.
yeah,
Yeah, to the-
similar,
right there.
similar,
To the blacks.
except
We've all been slave once.
We all been slaves. But it's
we
hard
all came
because
from somewhere. we
well,
all
it's
been
not as
slaves.
bad because it didn't go on for as long, but it's the fact that you
but it's
tried
still
to do that.
But it's still affecting
And
to
then
this day,
our
though.
people don't even know. I talk about it to people, and they're like, "Yo, puppy, you tripping?
You know what? You know
I'm
what?
tripping? Why are you not mad right now?"
Yeah.
You know what I
call it-
mean?
I call it organized slavery because it's a
Because
way,
they got us right here.
It's a way, yes.
And,
mental-
and,
it's
and
like
when
a
I say
mental slave.
they, I'm just saying it's not a color
It's
thing.
not
It's
a
just
color thing,
the
it's
people that don't want good things to happen to
The
us.
people behind it. The people.
It's
behind
just
it.
that. It's not.
The
It's not a
white
color
tie, I
thing.
call it the white tie.
You could call it. You could call it whatever
You
you
call
want.
it the elite. You know.
Everyone
you
calls
know,
it something different.
But
Yeah, everybody call it.
you know,
that.
and
the
then-
1%.
so-
call
so
it,
that-
all kind of names.
So man,
Yeah.
that inner battle is so serious because I'm frustrated inside, and then I'm mad at my people for not being frustrated with me.
One man said. One great word one man said was, "Do you know who you are? Do you know why you're here? And do you know what you're supposed to do?" And he said those are questions that's very hard to answer to this day. If you
Yeah.
really sit back and think about those questions.
That's Martin Luther King.
No, a guy named Miles Monroe.
Okay.
But he went really deep into that because he said, you don't know who you are. You're just fighting for something. You're reaching out there, but do you really know yourself? Do you
Yourself.
really know your purpose on this earth? Do you really know what you're supposed to do here?
That's what
Sometimes
my
you
last
think you know what you're
segment,
supposed
my
to
last
do,
man
but
said
do
you got to
really
know
what you're
yourself
I like
first
questions
before you
like
start
that.
heading out there,
Those are
man.
hard questions. Do you
Yeah.
really know yourself?
And it goes even with the grinding and with everything.
And we
You
don't.
gotta dig deep down.
And,
Deep
and
inside,
sometimes we don't, man. And the thing is, once you figure out that you know nothing, and you figure out that, damn, I've been playing around,
Yo,
and I'm
wasting time.
and you
Yeah.
find out that I'm supposed to be a leader for my community, or I'm supposed to go and lead my people.
Wow.
And come on, let's go do this. Let's go make our future. Let's go do this. It gets so frustrating because some people are so comfortable. Like with Puerto Rican people, similar to what I see with blacks,
Yep.
is that since job opportunities didn't come by or situations, we live off the government.
Yo,
And then what happens is we get
Speak that.
comfortable. And then you know
Yeah.
what's crazy is that guess what? Like, say someone in our family that's like, it doesn't make sense for you to go work because you can't get your voucher, you can't get your Section 8, and if you work, you'll lose all that and you cannot provide. But if you do it this way, then you can provide. So what are you gonna choose? People talk all that trash, but what are you gonna choose? Deep down, I would choose, oh, let me let the government handle it so I could watch my kids in this.
You see, the government. I'm not against the government either. I know what the government's trying to do, but in some sense, if you have to depend on the government, I feel like they own you. You feel what I'm saying?
They
I
do.
can't do nothing because I'm part of their property because I haven't got it on my own. I can't
No.
do things without them giving me a handout.
I agree.
Or-
And I was at a point like that.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm like, no, I can't have that, bro. I can't be dependent on somebody else taking care of me.
No.
Because then I
Or
lose
without
track
that
of who I
okay.
am.
Think about
Yeah.
it. If you want to move somewhere, you can't just move. You gotta say, hey, because my voucher work here, can it, yeah or no, and guess what? It's in certain areas, in certain neighborhoods, and and it's tough because bro, when then you go from that to your next generation. You see like, all right, well, my people living off this, well, man, I'll do it too. Oh, okay, let me get the stamps, or let me get this, and then it's hard to break that because you haven't seen hard work, you haven't seen that sweat, and unfortunately, that's the difference between Puerto Ricans, and there's a lot of hard workers. It's not all of them, but I noticed between, like, say we run into Mexicans and stuff, they don't have that because they don't. Ours, when we're born, whether you're here, Puerto Rico, whatever, you're American. Mexicans can't say that, so they come busting that butt. Oh, I'm getting all the grass today, papi. They working. It's a different thing.
Working hard on a land that used to be yours. I'm just saying, that's crazy when you think about it mentally.
But in the end, then nothing's ours.
Think about
we,
it
leave
mentally.
we leave out of here without what other world?
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm just saying from where you originate
Well,
from.
your name,
If you look
so,
at the United States, for most of the West Coast, it was Mexican land.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Now think about it, you get kicked out of that land. Then you gotta try to get back into the land that you
That was
started
yours.
that from.
Yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
they tell you you're not American or you're not part from here. But I originated from here. So if you knew that, you would start appreciating your country to a point where like, yo, this is us.
And start.
How you gonna tell me
Instead of
how to act in
dividing
my
each
own
other,
land? You feel what I'm
having
saying?
everything
Instead of
together.
fighting each other,
Yeah.
What you gotta say, Mark? I hear you,
Totally.
man. Go on,
No,
speak that,
you know, you guys, I'm listening. I'm more, you guys are more history buffs. I'm just kind of absorbing this and kind of like, hey,
true.
let me see what I can learn. True.
Yeah.
True.
History here. I'm out.
Yeah.
I told you last episode.
You can't be out, man.
I dropped
Hey,
out of
hey,
ninth grade. I said the history's
Oh,
out.
man. I can't.
I'm solo.
Well,
I do my own history.
It's not knowing more about history, just about
just what's going
the
on,
thing is
man.
you do know, and it's like, what do we do from here?
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. Like me, I'm like, one of my missions is we're building up a certain section of Haines City,
Hey.
and we're trying to bring knowledge, and we're trying to fortify our people. I
Yeah.
want this brother right here. Guess what? You be stronger with us. You're gonna be stronger with us. We're gonna be stronger with you. And
So
and
us getting
unify.
together
That's
to
it.
build up the
And
small
then, 'cause once
community
we
to make it into a
understand-
large
Cause
community.
it's
For
not-
me, and that's what we need to do. That's what we need to
Really
be
what we're
at.
doing, though. Look at
Because
that.
my point, what I want to do is more to help people that are going through a lot of challenges and through their life, marriage, how to get to know themselves,
Hey.
how to get out of certain tasks, a lot of mental challenges that you gotta get out, gotta learn how to know your mental, your demon, basically your bad side. You gotta get to
Yup.
know your bad side, and help a lot of youngsters out there, man. A lot of people, they're confused. They're heading out through the wrong path, be able to help those in need,
So what is it?
I want to turn a sheep into a leader.
So
Because
what?
sheep don't
What
have
is it
leaders.
that
You
we
feel what I'm
can
saying?
do to
Sometimes,
make
yeah.
that happen? Like
A
what?
sheep don't lead a sheep. You feel what I'm getting at? So how do you turn a sheep into a leader?
You don't.
They gotta want to be first of all.
Yeah, you don't
feel what I'm
change.
saying?
You don't
That's
change.
what I want.
Yeah,
I want to turn
just
a
force
person that was
They gotta
nobody.
be-
I will never
Not
change
nobody
anybody.
in that sense,
I'll-
but
Well,
I'll express
Just
my
go for the way
word. You
where-
take whatever you gotta take, and you don't change anybody. You don't change. You can't make
change it, but it's like
You can't make it cheap.
there's a way that you
To a
can
leader.
speak through people in a way where they understand you to the point where they realize they have been sitting back here for a long time, and now they need to come up to the front. And that's the way I like to talk to people, because some people get to a part where they feel like there's no hope. I mean, I
Oh,
talked to
yeah.
somebody before, and I said, yo, man, how about you want to go on vacation one time, have a nice big home, have a lot of money? He said, yo, that's not for people like me. He's a little
I've
white,
been there.
a white
I've
He
been
said,
in that
people like me-
situation
People
myself,
like me
with
not
no hope.
supposed to have that. I said, who told you that, though?
And it's possible
Who
to get out of
Who
that.
told you you couldn't be somebody? But that's the problem with most people in this world right now.
Yeah.
Who told
they
you
don't believe it's
you
real.
can't be somebody? You believe that because somebody told you.
Because they don't clean their closet. They start listening to other people, listening to other opinion. Well, they should
Speak
listen to
that,
themselves. They should listen to their inner dumb.
No.
You know, instead of other people. When you got that little energy, you want to do something, just don't hesitate and do it. Don't be listening to other people asking questions, asking, hey, what's your opinion of me doing this in my life? You don't gotta ask, do it yourself.
No, real talk.
Well, a lot of people they get taught that they are a sheep when they're really not.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
A sheep is a sheep. There's
Yeah.
no fixing that.
Woo.
But when you're a wolf or you're something, they're like, yo, you're a sheep. Oh, okay, sure, all right.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. So
We got
sometimes
them
you could touch someone's life and then make them wake up. You know, that's why it's important that successful people get together. And I'm not saying with that we're trying to get there, but we definitely need to lift our people up and say, hey man, yeah, this is for you. But
So we
Yeah,
gotta do.
true.
I don't know. I'm gonna think about that in the next coming days. Maybe something we could do.
You know,
We're
Speak
gonna,
something.
probably talk more on the next
camera's about to
episode
turn
about,
off.
you know.
So
Say something.
so basically
You guys-
Nah, I'm messing with it.
we're gonna wrap it up
Yeah.
here.
Wrap
We
it
took up
man.
enough of your time,
Stay
and
woke.
what I'm gonna finish up with is I'm not proud to say this right now,
Oh,
but
Lord.
I'm not gonna be drinking no more before the show.
Okay, okay.
I'm gonna
more
tell you,
drinking, no more
I was drinking
drinking.
wine. I only drink wine once in the blue, whatever. Get a little nervous, so sometimes I want to ease up the mood, or whatever.
Alright,
But
listen
last episode, I don't know, man. I was drinking, and I got home, got on Facebook. I don't
This
know.
man here.
I started overly commenting on stuff.
I think you told me, Joni, you suck on the podcast.
Yeah,
something
and then
that.
like,
I'm like,
like
whoa, whoa,
I,
whoa.
I,
Yeah,
I was
that's
I was
disrespectful.
looking.
You
Yeah,
can't
what
drink it like
happened?
that,
What
bitch.
happened here? You know,
You can't
Bobby knew he
drink it
was
like
drunk.
that.
He
And
was just
I
texting
don't know
around.
what I had going. I was looking through old messages from like customers complaint.
Yeah.
Some were complaints, and I was like, hey,
If
listen.
you want to
man.
cuss some ass out, that's what you said.
Yeah, I said, hey, listen, man.
Forget
Don't come
what
to
you
my
said.
store with that problem. You be breaking all your raggedy phones.
What the motherfucker
Yeah.
just said? Yo, hold up, man.
And don't be coming to my store with that
He
bullshit.
said, mark your fire and stuff.
Probably-
Mine was
probably-
kind this
Yeah.
morning.
You can't be
I
drinking,
lost
you
my
gonna
job.
Nah,
you can't be drinking and sending out angry texts, man. That's
Nah,
messed up.
no, and it wasn't just that. It's just I was looking at. I was like, oh, that's a customer. So you're looking too spicy on that picture.
Oh, damn,
You
this
know,
motherfucker.
You know, so I was like, hold
Look at that
on,
chicken
that
nugget
ain't me.
aesthetic.
I was like, I woke up the
Yo.
next morning. I was like, I was tripping.
Look at that spicy.
But anyways,
nuggets.
we're gonna leave it there. On the next episode, we're definitely gonna talk about. Well, we're not gonna talk about. We're gonna put together
Mm,
a mission, what we could do in the community, because we built this to try to help people.
definitely.
And I don't know, I haven't helped nobody in a minute. And I'm actually gonna go around myself,
Hey,
go around the neighborhood, go around the other businesses, see what is it that they want to see around here.
Not by yourself. We don't do it as a team.
As a team, you know,
As
we'll
a
go as
team.
a
we
team
coming to your house.
Yeah.
'cause like I
your
said-
job, your
Yeah.
workplace.
Yeah.
our city, Haines
Yes.
City, is like so
Oh,
many
put you in
other
the commercial
cities
now.
around here. It's not like we're one side. It's like there's so many hundreds and hundreds of cities that are just like us, and we're gonna try to make it. Our goal is to make
We're gonna make it happen.
Haines City to the
It-
next
it's
Atlanta.
Now we trying. We're gonna make
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna make it happen.
Putting God
So,
first in our hands.
So we out.
Yep.
Woo, woo, more comes.